Hey guys, how we doing? It's your boy J-Love coming back at you with another video. But like all of my videos, before we get started, let's get right to the intro. Okay guys, so this video is a pretty exciting video. I'm happy to be able to do it for you. In this video, I'm going to go over kind of our growth for the last 21 days and kind of look into the loads we've been hauling, where they've been going. I know I've talked a good amount about them with you guys already, but I want to make a video talking about some actual numbers, like the actual money that we've grossed with one non-CDL truck in the last 21 days. So these numbers are not from both the trucks that are on the road. This is just from our company truck, the one truck that we own. We're going to start on the 26th of January, and we're going to talk all the way up to the 15th of this month, February. I know it hasn't happened yet. If you guys are watching this, maybe it has for you. But we're going to talk from that. So we're talking 21 days and kind of just talk about the different loads we've gotten and how much money we've made. Awesome. So let's go to the 26th. So guys, on the 26th of January, we actually had a pickup in San Antonio. So I had, Luis is from San Antonio. I had him go home. I had him get everything ready. So we picked up some AC units in San Antonio going to Las Vegas. The total trip was 1,266 miles. So on the 27th we drove, on the 28th we drove, and then on the 29th we were able to drop off. We dropped off in Las Vegas. That load was paying $2,123 on 1,266 miles. So you're looking at a loaded mile of $1.67 a mile. Okay, so while we're in Las Vegas is a little harder to get out of, so I was a little scared about going there. But we ended up finding a load in Fontana, California, which isn't really that far from Las Vegas. And that was going to Portland, Oregon. Now, the cool thing about that was we were able to pick up on Saturday. So we picked up on the 30th, which was Saturday. We drove on Sunday, and then we were able to drop off on Monday. And that was paying $2,100 on 1,000 miles. So it's $2.10 a loaded mile, which is really good for us. So when we were there in Portland, we were kind of having problems finding a load to be able to get him on the road, like a load that we really wanted. And he only had about like 15 or 20 hours left on his clock, so we had him go ahead and do a restart there. So on the 2nd of February, we did a restart. On the 3rd of February, we would have had a pickup. We were supposed to pick up a load from Renton, Washington to Tyler, Texas. It was some pallets, but if you guys know, we got loaded and it was overweight. So we had to take it back. But the broker is really cool. He was able to actually give us another load, which was the same, just 2 pallets. I'll show you guys a picture right now. But that was going from Renton, Washington to Tyler, Texas. So we picked that up. It was going a total of 2,158 miles. So on the 4th we left. So on the 5th we ended up driving. The 6th of February we drove. The 7th of February we drove. The 8th of February we drove. We would have actually dropped off on the 8th. That was Monday. But my driver did realize that some of the tires were balding pretty bad on the trailer, the back tires. They were just 10 plies, so we went ahead and switched them out to 16 plies. So we took Monday to do that. The guy didn't want it there till Tuesday. We were going to get it there on Monday for him, though. But we ended up dropping off Tuesday morning. That load was paying $3,708. So it was $1.60 a loaded mile, which isn't bad for that many miles for a non-CDL Hotshot there. So yeah, that takes us to the 9th of February. If we go to the 10th of February, so the 9th we didn't find really anything we wanted to pick up. So I had my guy just hang out there. But on the 10th of February, we did another pickup. We did another pickup from Tyler, Texas. So really not, I think he had like 20 minutes. He's 20 minutes away from this pickup. Going back to Washington, to Richland, Washington. The whole load was 2,000 miles, loaded miles. And so on the 21st, we drove, oh wait, is it the 21st? No, on the 11th, not the 21st, sorry, my handwriting. So we picked up on the 10th. The 11th we drove, the 12th we drove, the 13th we're driving, the 14th we're going to drive, and then we're going to drop off on Monday. And that load is paying $3,400, $1.70 a loaded mile. Now, a couple things we got to realize, guys, before I go into all the numbers, is the days were kind of spread out a little bit when we were looking to find those quality loads. And I think that's something people don't realize is sometimes even when you have a dispatcher, it is hard to, pick up and like drop off and then pick up automatically a load that's actually worth taking. Obviously in my mind for this business, we like doing the longer loads that pay a a bigger chunk of money, you know, maybe less loads over time. I mean, over 21 days, this is 4 loads that we've taken over the last 21 days. And this is my guy driving a lot, right? And obviously, if we didn't have the problem of being overweight, we would have been a day earlier on this load, you know, we would have been a day earlier, my bad, on the Richland, Washington to Tyler, Texas, which would have had us deliver a day earlier. You know, if the tires on the trailer weren't going bad, we would have delivered even a day earlier, you know, which probably would have put us to where we could have delivered this Richland, Washington on Friday, not Monday, which would have given us another load for over the weekend, which would have made us more money, right? But it's not perfect, guys. You're going to run into problems. You're going to run into things that you're not thinking about. It's going to delay your loads back a little bit. But to get into the total amount of money, over this 21-day period, we have grossed $11,331. That is over 6,424 miles. Those are loaded miles. We didn't really have much deadhead over all of this, maybe 300 miles or so. But that gives us a grand total of $1.76 a mile, okay, for loaded miles. So guys, really not that bad. You know, I'm pretty excited with those numbers. Obviously, I wish we had a higher growth. But you know, when stuff goes bad, you know, it may take a day to fix it, you know, especially when you're doing these longer loads. You can lose a day for little things, you know, and they take a while to deliver, you know, when you're doing 2,000 miles on one load. But I want to put the photos of the different loads in here to kind of see what we were hauling. These loads were pretty easy loads for the driver to be able to strap down and go. Nothing too crazy, nothing too heavy, nothing too big. It just made it pretty easy for him, you know, and he was able to make a good amount of money. I mean, we can do the math. He gets paid 43 cents a mile on 6,424 miles. I mean, that's a good amount of cash. So he was able to make good money, so he's pretty happy about it. We were happy about it on our end, and we're just going to keep going. You know, we're going to keep grinding. But yeah, guys, I hope you could kind of learn a little bit from this video, kind of see what our numbers actually have been over the last 21 days for a non-CDL Hotshot setup. That's all of these loads. You know, I think the heaviest load we pulled was 8,000 pounds, so they were pretty light loads. You know, the two pallets were 1,000 pounds. That paid $3,700. The load right now is like 4,000 pounds. You know, but I look for these total loads. You know, these dedicated loads that pay good, so that we can make the most amount of money possible. But yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video, for learning about our company. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. If you haven't looked at my Patreon, look at my Patreon. It's a good way to help you guys kind of grow your businesses as well. But I love you guys so much. Hope you all have a great day, and I'll talk to you later.